everyone, and welcome back to the Minecraft New Nintendo 3DS Edition Let's Play video. And this is part 189 of my Let's Play series. One more episode until 190, so we're just getting closer and closer to the 200 episode mark. And for once, I'm actually starting my episode in broad daylight. It's actually sunrising right now, kind of. We're just past the sunrise stage. But this never happens. I always seem to start my videos right when it turns night, so this is definitely something that hasn't happened in a long time. So you might have noticed already since the last video that a lot has happened on my mansion. So the front of it looks drastically different, and I added a bunch of detailing. So it's pretty much just a bunch of oak stairs around the corners, and then the windows were already here, but I added the shutters next to them just to give it a little bit extra detail. And then I also added stairs around the entire perimeter of the mansion, but that's pretty much it along the side and the back. Nothing new there, just on the front, because I just was already spending so much time gathering materials for all this. So I just kind of left it at that. And I don't think I'm going to do anything special on the sides and the back, only because you're really not going to see it. Maybe just other than windows here and there. But the front of the mansion will, of course, have a lot of detail. And there's this new big window here, and this leads to my room. So I get a nice view of, well, absolutely nothing. I mean, the 3-chunk render distance certainly doesn't help, especially when it rains. So not really worth it to put so much effort into the view, because there really isn't much of one. But as we come inside and the lag starts to take over this video, nothing has changed on the first floor, but I figured I'd give a little update. I'm going to do a more in-depth tour in the next video since it's 190. I'm not really going to go in-depth on all the rooms because, well, I'm going to save that for the milestone, but I'm pretty sure if I just do a quick walkthrough, yeah, I've pretty much finished like this room, and then this room's pretty much, I think the only rooms that aren't done is my bedroom, I want to say. My bedroom's like the only one that isn't done, I think. Yeah, every other room I'm pretty sure is done. But the bedroom has seen a lot of updates. As you can tell, there's finally a roof on it, adequate lighting, and a spider. So definitely lots of new great additions. So I really hope you guys like those new additions, because I mean, it's not a whole lot. I added some decorations over here, just like putting some actually, I was about to say random items, but these items actually kind of make sense. And these are pretty much the most common blocks I used. Well, they're not all blocks, but common items, I should say, I used in building this mansion. So stone bricks, of course, oak planks, spruce planks, obviously, that's the walls, and water for the fountain and some other areas, torches, I mean, duh, how else am I supposed to light this place? Polished andesite for various flooring, and birch planks, and then a block of quartz. So the most common materials. So I think the window in here makes this so much better. Now, it looks ugly. I know. It looks really ugly from the inside. I'm gonna probably add a couple little details to it at some point. I don't even have any wood on me anymore. It's just complete. In fact, I don't have any blocks on me at all. So I could just go out right now and try to get some oak trees and maybe put a border around this today. It has been a long time. Like, if it sounds like I kind of forget a couple things, like, oh, what did I do with that? Just like as an example with that window. And also what the heck happened with this painting. I have no clue why that's gone. Oh, I have an extra painting in my inventory. So here's the miscellaneous housework objective in this video, is placing a new painting here. If I can get the scary man, should be perfect. Yeah. So it's been a long time since I recorded an episode of this series. It has probably been, I want to say, roughly 2 months. And I know that sounds like a long time, but most of you guys know this at this point, but I pre-make a lot of my videos. I don't make a video and then I upload it right after. I make a video and then I schedule it on my channel for a certain day far in the future, and I just let it post whenever it posts. And I mainly just do that just so it allows me to kind of take a break from making videos. So I'm not having to like constantly like think about like what my next, I mean, I'm always thinking about what my next video is going to be, but I don't have to be like, you know, always, I don't have to always have it on my mind, if that makes sense, because it's not like something I have to worry about all the time, because I can just like make like 3 or 4 videos, a couple Skyblock series and a couple regular Let's Play series, and then just schedule them for a certain day. So it's kind of what I do with that. And then I don't know if I talked about series updates in the last video, but a couple things might happen. I mean, this is 189. I don't even know when this video is going to post, but as of me making this video, I just posted 187. Just like do some finishing touches in my world, maybe do one last grand tour of every single thing in my world, not just my mansion, which I've done many times already, every single building. So that way, people who may have forgotten about my other stuff, or even me for that matter, I mean, when I walk into my barn, I'm probably gonna be like, oh yeah, I forgot I did that. Something along those lines. Because it has seriously been months since I've been over there, because I've just always worked on my mansion the entire time. I mean, since episode like 150 something, because, well, I've been working on this mansion for a long time. That's pretty much the main project of season 2. But another question that I haven't really gotten asked lately, and that's probably because an episode I just posted pretty much gave out the answer to that, but what about a season 3? And I don't think there will be as length of a season 3 as I'm doing with season 2 and season 1. Like, I wouldn't really say to expect another 100 episodes, because like I said, I'm kind of starting to like wind down my uploads, so I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do past that. In terms of content past that point. But yeah, we'll just see what happens once I get closer to that. I know I still get lots of great support on my channel. I know a lot of you guys still enjoy watching my videos, which is great. I really do enjoy that, because that's my favorite part of doing my channel, is all the positive feedback. But of course, like it kind of like, I was thinking about the end of my channel. I've been thinking about it for a while now. It just starts getting kind of complicated to record because of, you know, other things going on in your life. Because I mean, my channel's 6-year anniversary has already passed since this video is uploaded. And that means that's a really long time to be making videos. For any YouTuber, really, it doesn't matter how big you are. I mean, 6 years is a very long time. Because if I ever do decide to stop this series, it would basically just because like there's things in my life are changing, and it's just, I've already mentioned this before, but it's really hard now to post the videos at the same frequency that I used to. And I know a lot of you guys are wishing that I would post more, but I really wish I could, but it's just really hard to now with how my schedule is with my life and things going on. So it's just kind of difficult to post at a more frequent interval, especially at one that I used to post at. Even just as soon as like my 5-year anniversary, because even like just as soon as a year ago, I was posting pretty often. But yeah, and I've already mentioned this too, but these Minecraft 3DS Let's Play videos are really not that easy to record. And I really wish there was an easier way to do it, but there really just isn't. And it's not in, don't get me wrong, like it's not like I don't want to record these videos because of the way I have to record them. It's just, it severely limits what I can do in my Let's Plays. I would just love to be able to do a lot more in this series, such as like a lot more along the lines of like those monumental moment episodes that I used to do every 10 episodes. And I would love to do more videos like that. I would love to do a frequency every 5 episodes of a more special video like that, with more editing and just more involved Let's Play and just a more fun way to make that video. But the way like I have to record Minecraft 3DS videos, it really just doesn't work. And it just doesn't allow me to do what I want to do, if that kind of makes sense, because I use a wireless capture software for this series called BootNTR, and you guys probably noticed it earlier in this video when I was exploring. It just doesn't really work out. It it lags, the chunks load super slow, and then you risk the occasional crash, which doesn't happen all that often with boot NTR versus, say, Citra. Citra's the worst when it comes to crashes. I mean, at this point, all you guys know that. I mean, I complain about that in every single video at this point. But anyways, it just kind of severely limits what I can do. And I wish I could do more like special videos like that, like I said, but there just has to be a better way to record Minecraft 3DS in order for me to start doing things like that. Because the recording styles that I have available to me, pretty much the only ones I have available to me, the ones that work the best, even though they don't really work that great anyway, there's just really no other way. And especially with like scripted content as well, that's like another form of like special content that I do. And it's just, it also kind of limits what I can do with that as well. Because with the 100 days video, for example, I didn't use any sort of special recording method. I just pointed my camera at the 3DS and I did the best I could with the quality that came out. But that I mean, you might think, oh, that's probably a good way to do it, because then your 3DS is just playing the game natively and you don't have to worry about any software glitches or just really any issues at all. But that has even then, that method of recording still has a bunch of issues that are pretty much impossible to address, such as like issues with lighting, issues with the quality of the camera recording the screen, and there's just a bunch of issues with that method as well. And of course, then you have to worry about the camera always being in the same place, otherwise the screen is out of center, or it's just completely out of the frame sometimes, and it just makes it really difficult. So like I said, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do, but I don't know. We'll just see what happens. And I know I've talked about this maybe a couple times before, but the Skyblock series is ending very soon. I'm thinking that episode 20 is going to be the last I mean, I think the series is going to be over by the time this video is going to be out. Probably will be, actually, now that I think about it. So now that series is over, because again, it's just I'm limited to what I can do. Not just because of the recording method. Citra does great with Skyblock. It's just that it's Skyblock. So just because of that, I automatically am limited because it's Skyblock. So it's not like I can do much anyway. But yeah, at least for the remainder of this series, I hope to do, of course, the Wither and the Ender Dragon. That's just this. And I'm really, really scared about that, because I've never been to the end in boot NTR. So this will be an experiment for, you guys watching and me, because I've never been to the end before. In fact, I've been to the Nether before on boot NTR, and it does okay. But because the Nether requires you to explore pretty much the entire time, I mean, you're pretty much screwed for the most part, because, well, you're exploring the entire time. And like I said earlier, boot NTR does not do good with loading chunks. The end isn't much of an issue because of that, and I'm hoping it'll be okay because of that reason. Citra hates the end, and it's weird because it just barely has to load anything, but we'll see how this goes. And I'm more worried about the Wither than I am the Ender Dragon, actually. I mean, that sounds shocking, but it's true, because, well, the Wither just pretty much blows up everything and causes a bunch of entities, which is blocks. These things everywhere. Those will just go absolutely everywhere. And I'm worried that that'll just lag the game and crash in boot NTR. So the only way I could really record that is if I just record my screen using my camera, which I really don't want to do. That's like my last resort option, but it may end up being that way. And yeah. And it's just, it also brings up the other factor too that I've really wished, is that I wish I could make the videos better quality. I wish I could make the videos better reflect how the actual playing experience of Minecraft 3DS is on the actual system, to show to people when they watch my videos, rather than this like butchered version. Because some people have said, oh, the game, I've had comments of people said that, oh, the game looks really bad, the game looks laggy, and they don't think the game runs that well. But it's not true, because the way you're watching my videos is not how the game actually plays. So it kind of just gives like this false reality of how the game is. And that is another thing that I've never really liked. So, but again, there's really no way to get around that. It's just the way it goes with the way I can record videos. And and like I said, there's really only one way that I can get around all this, and that's if I buy a capture card, which are extremely hard to find, and they're upwards of $1,000. Sometimes they're more than that. So it's just really complicated to find a really good option that won't require you to spend a bunch of money. And, it also brings up the other factor, too, of when I do eventually stop making videos on Minecraft 3DS, what about other people who also want to make videos on this version if they want to continue putting content out there for it? It's just really hard to do that, and it's just really unfortunate. So, and that's why I don't see a lot of people make videos on this version, and I think it's because of how hard it is to record videos on it. So it's really disappointing, I think. And I do wish there was a better way, or more easily accessible. Not better, because there is better options out there. But I wish there was more easily accessible options that had a good compromise between quality, simple to set up, and with minimal issues. Just kind of a mixture of all those different things. So, yeah, I don't know. Just here I am rambling again. I feel like I ramble in every single one of my videos at this point about this version. But I mean, if that kind of gives a clue of me wanting to start slowing down my content, then well, there you go. So I know that may be a shock to a lot of people, but I mean, it's going. I mean, I'm just letting you guys know now that it is going to happen soon. I can't say when. At least, for another 6 months, should be okay. But I'm just letting you guys know now, just so when I near episode 200, it's not a complete shock, and you guys say, "Oh, you're just ending your channel just like that after episode 200." Like, I know that's gonna be a big shock to a lot of people, and I don't want it to be that. So that's why I'm letting you guys know now, and I'm talking about it in every video because I want to kind of hopefully spread the awareness to more people and whoever watches all the way to the end of the videos, and different people watch different videos, so it allows, you guys to, it kind of allows me to spread the word without throwing it in your face right now, saying, oh, it's going to happen here, or throwing it in your face, like I said, right as episode 200 releases. So I just don't want to do that to you guys. So anyways, I am going to make some sort of cave theming space down here. And honestly, I'm really not going to be able to make much progress in this video because I've been rambling. But I'll call this video I'll call it more or less updates, more updates, or just talking about the future. And then the next video will be more of a specialty series, season tour. And then 191 will be really finishing up the basement. And then from there, will be other stuff. So I just kind of have a tentative plan of what I want to do past 191. Don't really know for sure yet, but kind of a general idea of what I might want to do. So now I have a bunch of dirt, and I know that chest is entirely full of dirt. Lag's taken over again. I might just go down and grab some cobblestone real quick. Maybe what I'll do instead is off camera I'll grab the cobblestone, and right now I will just make the water features, because there's going to be some water features down here. So let's go ahead and make those real quick. Now this is going to be a water feature right here. It's actually going to be in the wall. I'm going to break these torches away. These are just... What? Well, that is weird. Okay. Wow, that is scary. You know what? I feel like just for this moment, I'm going to throw it into peaceful. Wow. What a difference. I mean, are you serious? Is that why my game's been lagging this whole time? I mean, it's still kind of laggy, but it improved by quite a bit. Wow. I mean, I'd hate to play in peaceful all the time, because that just defeats the whole purpose of the survival difficulty. But dang, does it... I mean, it's just the compromises I have to make in order for this series to run smoother. Run as smooth as I can get it. It's just a compromise I have to make. It's not a compromise I would like to make, because like I said, I really want this to be traditional survival and not, instead of calling this series GenSpace Gaming Cheat Survival. But, you know, actually, I probably should have grabbed a stack of that dirt up there. Dang it. I'm going to keep the dirt where it is. I'm not going to bother with anything beneath it. Might throw some cobblestone there, but not really 100% sure. Throw water there. I'll throw water. Ooh, that is laggy. That is lagging my game. Oh. That is not good. Wow, the water won't even go all the way down. Ooh, there's like a 3-second input delay. Water feature number 1. Now let's place some diorite in the floor, because I don't think this whole floor is going to be stone brick. It's not. I'm going to change it. It's not going to be stone brick. It's going to be cobblestone. But I don't have any cobblestone. Look at me. I'm prepared once again. But next video I'll be prepared. Or sorry, 191 I'll be prepared. Because actually, in the next video, I'm going to be making the 190 memorial, 190 monument. So that'll be the last, how would I consider this? Minor monument. Minor monument. That's what I'm going to call it. In the Milestone Museum. The last one. Because of course 200's monument is going to be much more grand than anything before it. So even 150s. So trust me guys, that's going to be a good one. But I'm going to start building the 190 monument in the next video. I'm actually going to finish it entirely in the next video because the next video is going to be pretty long too. But this video was mainly just a filler, if you will, for just rambling and just whatever. No, not really. I mean, I got like 2 things on this video. I made a border around my bedroom wall. I talked about the future of this series, and I also started on the basement. I told you guys what I'm going to do. So got a couple things done. Most importantly, just telling you guys what's going on once again, because I feel like that's very important to talk about, before, especially before these videos start getting really just convoluted with a bunch of stuff, such as the monuments, ending off the series, and of course fighting the Ender Dragon and the Wither, just all that stuff. There's gonna be a ton of stuff between now and 200, just tons of stuff that's gonna go on. Finishing my mansion even too. There's just a ton of stuff. So this is pretty much the last episode, I would say, that's gonna be like this in this kind of format, because next video is gonna be the Milestone Museum update. Then 191 through like 195 is gonna be finishing up the mansion entirely and really starting to get ready to go fight the Ender Dragon and the Wither. So, like I said, this is going to be the last video that's kind of more on the lines of not really doing much, but more, I would say more talking than doing stuff. This is going to be one of those last videos that this kind of stuff happens. So, yeah, the next 10 episodes are going to be jam-packed. Anyways, that is going to go ahead and conclude for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.